Hey guys, today we are in South Africa in beautiful Cape Town, and we are going to be exploring the city through its food. Let's go.
You arrive at Snookies, try to find a fish, snook and chips. That's the best we can offer you.
There's so much spice in here. My mouth is already starting to become on fire, and I know with Indian food, if it's starting from my first bite in 3 minutes, my mouth is going to blow up.
This is chili and coriander, but you can put both, just and then you shake up. The taste is good.
It's juicy, it's tender, it's flavorful. I'm not lying. This is one of the best sandwiches I have ever had. So we just got to the CBD in Cape Town. A few locals told us about the Eastern Food Bazaar, where you've got Chinese food, Turkish food, and Indian food. I think I'm gonna get Indian food for sure, but we're gonna check everything out before I make my decision. So that shawarma looked so good. I might get that. There's a chance that I might get that, but I really want to check out more of the Indian food first. Ooh, I might do... Oh, they do have dosas. I might get dosa. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. You're gonna be in my video.
Yes, we're gonna subscribe.
We are really hungry, so we're gonna order a lot of food and we're gonna eat all of it. Depending on how good it is, but Indian food is my favorite cuisine, so I think we're gonna eat all of it.
Hi there. Hi. Can we get one masala dosa? Sit in. One masala dosa, one lentils of the day, one veg biryani, and one paneer makhani.
So when you order your food, they give you slips and you just go to the area that serves the food, collect your food, and then if you're eating here, you go sit down and enjoy. Okay, the dosa will take the longest to make, so let's collect the dosa first.
And now we're gonna fold.
Perfect, thank you. So we got the masala dosa. The one next to it that was cooking on the grill had paneer. I kind of wish that we got the paneer one, but I think for a good taste test, it's good to just get some plain old masala dosa. It's still hot. I can feel it. So you kind of get the crunch of the inside. The potato, I think, was a little bit crunchy. You can also really taste the onion. This is very good. So now we are on dish number 2. We got the veg biryani. This is freaking huge. It's like a mountain of rice and everything that comes in veg biryani. And then every single dish does come with dal. So I'm gonna be trying both. But we have more, so it doesn't stop here. This is extremely flavorful. There's so much spice in here. My mouth is already starting to become on fire, and I know with Indian food, if it's starting from my first bite in 3 minutes, my mouth is going to blow up. But this is very good. Okay, so now we have the third and final dish at the Eastern Food Bazaar. There's a very different flavor in here. I don't know what it is. I can't put my finger on it. but it doesn't taste like any other type of paneer makhani that I've had before. The sauce is a little bit tangy. It's also spicy, but it's so creamy and light. I cannot believe I finished this whole, well, I didn't finish the whole thing yet, but I cannot believe that I have made as much of a dent in this huge mound of biryani. I did pretty good so far. And something that I do like is the spice level kind of stayed the same. It never increased the way I thought, which made it super manageable, at least for me, to eat. But the biryani was my favorite dish here.
You arrive at Snooki's, try to find the fish snook and chips. That's the best we can offer you. Calamari, absolute.
So now we're at Snooki's, which is one of the most popular fish and chip shops in Cape Town. It's in Hout Bay, and it's the first one. There's 6 locations. It's been around since 1951, so I'm really excited to try the fish and chips here. I got the snook and chips, hence the name Snooki's. And Amir, what did you get?
I got some, well, it's not really fish and chips. I got some queen prawns, grilled queen prawns.
Okay.
Chips.
So he got some grilled queen prawns and chips. I'm excited to try the fish and chips.
Our waitress recommended them, to be fair.
Yes, the waitress did recommend them, to be fair. We came on a weekday, so it's not too busy at all, but apparently on the weekends, there's a queue that goes outside of this door, and it takes forever to get a table. So I'm really happy that we came when we did, so we don't have to wait that long, at least.
Now is the moment of truth. Now we're gonna speak truth only.
That's us.
There we go.
There
we go.
Thanks a lot.
You guys enjoy.
Wow, it looks good.
This smells so good.
So this is the snook, which I've never actually had before, or heard of.
Oh.
Whoa. It looks like chicken, like fried chicken. Wow, those chips look good.
Then you got a very perfect part.
What part did I get?
The middle cut.
And that's better?
That is 100% better.
Oh really? Lucky.
Not too much bones, but some meat.
This is like British style. You gotta put salt and vinegar onto your chips. And you gotta let the chips get soggy with the vinegar.
The chips are good. Oh, it's hot. This is very fresh. This is straight out of the fryer because this just burned my hand. This is crispy, but you still completely get the taste of the fish, which I have never had fish and chips like this, at least to where the fish feels so fresh. There is bone in it, so I am gonna pick that out. But this is as fresh as it gets, I feel. So we're done. I had my plate in addition to 3 of Amir's prawns. But it was 10 out of 10. It was so good. I would come back here. Cameraman, would you come back here? That's a yes. When the camera shakes, that is a yes. So we are in the car headed to Buap Deli. We're actually gonna get some Koo Sisters, which is a Cape Malay dessert. It's a pastry. I've never had it before, so I'm very excited to have it. People do honk very quick here. The light will turn green and somebody's already honking. I do feel like it's important to get a rental car while you're in Cape Town. It's pretty reasonable. It's about 20 bucks a day, but you get to see so many things that you wouldn't see if you didn't have a rental car. Like today when we were driving to Hout Bay, we were driving along the coast and it was some of the most scenic views in the entire world. I mean, it was stunning to see the ocean, to see the white sand beaches, to see the mountains, and we wouldn't have had that experience if we didn't have a rental car, and we wouldn't have gone 70% of the places that we've been if we didn't have a rental car. And Cape Town is so beautiful, so it's a great way to see a fraction of the city. We decided to get 2 pastries at Buap Deli, but first we're gonna try what we came here for, which is the Koo Sister, a Cape Malay pastry that consists of deep fried dough infused with syrup and spices and then rolled in coconut. Now this tastes so much different than I thought it would. It's way less sweet than I anticipated, which for me is a bonus, and I could really taste the cinnamon. And the coconut wasn't overpowering, so I really enjoyed this pastry. Up next, we have bee sting, which looks a little bit different from the German bee sting, so I'm assuming South Africa just put their own twist on it. This pastry is filled with custard and jam, and then on top we've got powdered sugar, chocolate, and cinnamon. I did enjoy this pastry. It was a little sweet for me, but obviously it was considering the ingredients. So we have just arrived in Sea Point and we're gonna go check out Mojo Market. I'm looking for some really good biltong. So we are in the market where you've got South African specialties and then you also have international food. So you can pretty much get whatever you want here. And there's also bars. So if you want to get some alcohol, you want to get some wine, some beer, you can get that too. So now we're going to try biltong, which is a South African staple. It's usually just a snack. So that's why it's in these bags. First, I'm going to try the original beef biltong. And then we also have the Wagyu beef, which is the premium biltong. Now biltong is pretty much like beef jerky. It's just a cured meat and it's soaked in vinegar and spices. So I'm really excited to try it. On the original, we do have chili flakes, or it's more of like a chili seasoning, and then coriander. So I don't know how that's gonna mix, but that's what the guy said, so I'm gonna try it.
This is chili and coriander, but you can put both, just and then you shake up. The taste is good.
You cannot compare this to beef jerky. I don't know why I just did that. This is so much better. It's actually kind of chewy. It's a lot chewier, but this has so much flavor from the meat. I feel like the meat has so much flavor. It's not even just the spices that are on top, but it's just so savory. It lingers in your mouth in the best way possible. So now we're gonna taste the Wagyu beef biltong, and this is supposed to be so flavorful. The guy selling it suggested not to put any type of seasoning on it. So it's promising that it's gonna be good. I don't know how this is cured. It's so juicy, but it's juicy, it's tender, it's flavorful. It almost has a salami-esque taste to it, even though it's way better than salami, but it just has that same type of aroma that stays in your mouth, but premium, since this is Wagyu beef. It's very good. Last but not least, we are getting Cape Town's signature sandwich, the Gatsby, which is probably the size of a child, not a newborn, like a 2-year-old. Holy. This is like a Subway footlong doesn't even compare to this. Ooh, I can already smell the barbecue. So I got the grilled chicken Gatsby sandwich, which is pretty much a French roll, and it's stuffed with meat, and we're gonna find out what else is in this. No way. Okay, we've got onion, lettuce, chicken. I think it's peri-peri sauce. I'm actually really excited to eat this. I was a little bit intimidated. I was a little scared at first. I'm ready to face it. I don't think my mouth is this big. But let's try. I'm not lying. This is one of the best sandwiches I have ever had. What is this? I gotta figure out what this is. You've got French fries inside. There's seasoned French fries, grilled chicken, peri-peri sauce, onion. This is heaven. I've had this sandwich for about 15 minutes, and I do want to point out, it's insane that the bottom is not soggy. Like it's the same as when I got it. It's not soggy whatsoever. It's still very well intact. That's amazing to me. Now, I didn't really notice how many chips or how many fries were loaded into this sandwich, but I would say just as much chicken that's in this sandwich there is fries or chips, which I really, really like. I mean, there's gotta be like 3,000 calories in this sandwich. But I see a little bit of lettuce, so that's a little healthy. Well, thank you guys so much for coming along with me today. I had so many firsts. I enjoyed so many different new foods. I'm so happy Cape Town was able to share that with me, and I'm happy you guys came along for the journey, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.